Boom! What is going on, everybody? Man, I've been busy. You may have seen, I forget that I am recording this, and I just hit go, so you see the face, and I had to take a deep breath. Not that I didn't want to do this, although, all right, I got two things. One, as I was saying, I've just been busy. It's good busy. It's just busy with work, trying to wrap up a project. Happy to have a job. The project's going well. Like, it's all good, but busy, like, all right, cool. So I literally just logged off of one computer, which is like right here. You can't see it. It's a strategic camera angle, but like closed one and then like got right on this because it's late on a Wednesday. It's a little late for me, even though I'm kind of wishy-washy with when I do this. It's a little late, and I'm like, oh, and I got to go pick up some groceries. I'm like, oh, good, I got to get going. So I wanted to explain that deep breath. It's not that I don't want to do this. It's just that I've been busy. Now, with all that being said, I don't know. They're not great stories this week. A rule of public speaking and making content is you shouldn't crap on your own stuff, because if you don't want to watch it or listen to it, why would anybody else, right? And I don't do that. I don't crap. Like, I'm also honest. I don't know. So what do we have? Yeah, they're okay. We have a forklift joyride. I mean, that sounds fun. Superfish. Right? Sounds like a Rick James song. But then super pigs. I like pigs. I like superheroes. So maybe we'll make something out of this after all. All right. A probable cause affidavit has been released. Details, whatever. On the usual oh my God, let's start over. A probable cause affidavit has released details on the unusual incident that saw a man steal a forklift and take it on a joyride through downtown Portland. All right, that took me 4 tries to get through that sentence. Jeffre Zelinski is charged with burglary, theft, UUV. It's the glasses, I think you wear. Reckless driving and criminal mischief. That's my favorite of all the crimes. That's what I want to go down for. Criminal mischief. Police say Zelinski was seen on security footage in a parking structure driving a forklift just down from the 6th floor of the structure. He had to drive it through a fence and a steel chain. The forklift was parked at the structure by a construction company and was valued over at $80,000. You ever tried to buy a forklift? I haven't, but apparently they're not cheap. They're $80,000, and that's used. You try buying a used forklift these days, the minute you drive it off the lot, let me tell you, they lose their value. Witness told PBB that she was near some street when she saw a forklift on the sidewalk. At first, she was like, maybe they're doing construction. Then she saw the forklift drive off the sidewalk and chase a pedestrian. All right, they're not supposed to do that. Maybe still. Nope, wrong. The driver was laughing maniacally. I guess that explains the criminal mischief. Usually when you're up to mischief, you laugh maniacally. Now, I don't want anyone to get hurt. I don't want anyone to get run over by a forklift. However, if I'm not the pedestrian being chased, that's kind of funny. Like, how often do you see that? She saw the forklift drive all over. Also, like, she thought maybe they're doing construction. It was just just one forklift. One thing about them construction crews, man, or street maintenance, there's always like 40 of them people. They roll pretty deep. There's at least 2 to hold the sign that says slow down. All right, so she saw the forklift drive all over the road into oncoming traffic at pedestrians. And then the driver, to top it off, yelled repeatedly, "I literally stole this." That's the one thing you don't want to say when you steal something. There's something about plausible deniability. All that's out the window when you yell, "I literally stole this," and then continue to laugh maniacally. So an officer was dispatched. After searching for a bit, he saw a large orange forklift. How hard did he have to look? And he continued to watch as the forklift turned onto a one-way street. Well, now he has cause to go get him. So the cop asked Zelinski, "Where'd you get this forklift?" To which Zelinski responded, "Some parking garage. I don't know." He then gave the officer an expired driver's license and just happened to mention, "Oh yeah, by the way, before you even look, there might be a federal warrant for my arrest." I mean, what did I say earlier about being honest? Yeah, at least he was honest. Maybe they'll take off a point of his criminal mischief for honesty. Hey, do you have a goldfish? Do you have kids that like goldfish? When you were a kid, did you have a goldfish? Not the crackers, not the snacks that smile back. No sponsorship. Although I've mentioned that more than once on this show. Who makes goldfish? I don't know. Nabisco? Hook me up with some goldfish. Or some Cheez-Its. I don't care. I just want snacks. Many people often keep goldfish as pets. It's not hard to see why. Besides being a sight for sore eyes, goldfish are as intelligent as they come. It makes them such well-appreciated guests to have in small ponds, fish bowls, and aquariums. But if you think it's all fun and games, think again. I need a button for dun dun dun. These aquatic animals are quickly becoming a menace in Canadian waters. Canadian goldfish owners are starting to rethink as these adaptable pet fish have become a cause for concern, and apparently they are self-cloning. I did not believe that. I did have to read this article ahead of time, although it won't sound like it by me stumbling over the words. But I was like, there ain't no way. This is fake. But it's not. Let's see here. Blah, 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 blah. Unlike cats and dogs, people, when they get tired of their fish, they abandon them pretty easy, which I think they also do for cats and dogs, unfortunately. But for their fish, they either throw them back into the pond or flush them down a toilet. Well, blah, 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 blah. Some even go, oh my God, I'm struggling today, folks. Anyway, some even go as far as flushing them down the toilet, which reportedly makes them tougher. That seems like some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle stuff. But when the fish are released into the wild like this, it transforms from a home pet into an invasive species. So goldfish aren't meant to be in the pond. I don't know where they get them. Like, you would think goldfish come from a pond, but apparently not. They're probably like farmed or bred or something. And they're not meant to be in your local waters and ecosystem. No alien movie is complete without a zealous scientist who sounds the warning. But it turns out Ashley Janot of the CBC is that person. She's saying, hey, you can't do this no more. Apparently, these goldfish are surviving. So you flush them down the toilet and you just put them in water. They're like, all right, cool. Yay. They go into a pond, and goldfish, apparently, according to this article, grow to the size of their own, like their bowl, their surroundings. So when they get too big, you get a bigger bowl. Well, when their bowl is the world, they're growing ginormous. They look like they're apparently the size of footballs. They're like mutant goldfish. And they're killing other fish. And they're causing criminal mischief. So yeah, the news, according to Ashley Janot, she's like reaching out to Canada saying, hey, y'all, don't do this anymore. So I don't know what you're supposed to do. I guess you let them live until they pass away. Don't throw them in the ocean. Don't flush them down the toilet. I don't know. Like, I'm kind of concerned. They look scary. Then I'm like, can you eat goldfish? Is that weird? Is it the fish that smiles back? I don't know, but don't do it. Get it together, Canada. Keep your scary giant mutant goldfish north of the border. You think that's enough? You think we have enough to worry about? You can't even leave your house anymore without looking behind you. You might get ran over by a forklift. You walk into the waters, you might have a giant goldfish nipping at your ankles. Welp, folks, you know there's always 3 stories. And so we wrap this one up on a happy note. An invasive species of crossbred super pigs. are becoming an issue for the United States. Where are these super pigs coming from? You guessed it. Oh, Canada. Wild pigs have plagued southern states in the U.S. for decades now, with the animals destroying crops, killing native species, while being a walking petri dish of diseases. That's something I never want to hear about anybody or anything anywhere. Walking petri dish. Those pigs reportedly stick to warmer climates like Florida, great, and Texas, but have still managed to cause an estimated $2 billion in damages. Now, according to experts, there's a new breed of wild crossbred super pigs, and they're in Canada. So what you have is like a flanking freaking sandwich World War II maneuver of super pigs that are coming from the north and the south. Those super pigs are reportedly a crossbreed of domesticated and wild swine. They're larger, they're hairier, they're smarter, sounds like me, and boast quick and fruitful, that's not me, reproductive qualities alongside a lack of natural predators. Jeez. Here's where we leave it on. Maybe this is why I didn't want to do the story this week. They're all like scary stories. Reported The Guardian said he believes the pig problem in Canada is now too big to get rid of anymore. So we're doomed. Okay. Thanks. Where do I recap this? I just want to go. I want to go take a nap after that. So let's see. Yeah, the first one was the forklift. Yeah, just watch out for that. But really, the takeaway here is Canada has doomed us all.